Yo, Michelle, there's another fan hit by an errant baseball. Francisco Lindor fouled one off and hit a small child, and of course that made me think about the kid who was hit in Houston a couple months ago. So that's a couple of kids hit by balls, but you were almost hit at a ball game. Tell me what happened.
Well, it was Saturday night, and Mike Moustakas lined one straight back, and it came in the window of the press box, and I was leaning over talking to a colleague, and it literally hit over my shoulder, hit the wall, and was within 6 inches of my head. So,
how fast was it going?
I don't know. It was pretty fast. It seemed pretty fast. It was hard.
You think you would have gotten hurt if it had hit you?
Probably, but it wasn't as hard as the shots that are down the right field line right off the bat. Those are coming even harder than the one that was over the net towards me. So I've got to think if you're sitting on the right field line or the left field line, those balls are coming at a higher rate of speed.
This has been on my mind a little bit since Kent Summers wrote about an extension of the netting earlier this year after the ball came off of Almora's bat. We've got a couple of Major League Baseball teams that are extending their netting this week. And so this is a conversation about safety. Should Major League Baseball teams extend the nets to try to protect fans? So on the one hand, of course, fans have some responsibility, and of course you in the press box have a responsibility. You got to pay attention to the game, and you've got to know that stuff can come into the stands. That's a part of baseball. Right. On the other hand, the world's different now, right? People use their phones a lot more. People are trying to take kids to the game. I can understand how somebody would take their eye off the ball literally for a moment and then something dangerous happens. From my mind, I'm thinking if you can expand the netting and not really harm the fan experience, which is to say not block a view, then absolutely extend the nets. And if a player wants to pick up a ball and toss it to a kid in the third row, he can figure out a way to do it. He can hand it through the net. I don't see what the major harm is in extending safety, extending, whatever you can do to make it better for people who just want to go to a game. I think about you, I think about these kids who've been hit. That just scares me, and I don't want to blame the victim and say they should have been paying attention. That's just not where I come down on things. So if you can extend the net and make it safer, I say go for it. Greg Moore, Michelle Gardner, AZ Central Sports.